What if the butterflies in your stomach aren't just a feeling, but your body screaming an ancient survival code that once saved your ancestors from becoming lunch? Hit that like if you're ready to unravel why we get nervous, deeper than any psychology textbook dares to go. Think about the last time your heart pounded before a big speech, or your palms turned slick just walking into a job interview. That rush isn't random. It's a lightning-fast chemical storm brewed over millions of years. And tonight we're cracking it open like a treasure chest of human wiring. We'll chase the spark from cave person panic to cutting-edge labs where scientists map fear in real time. And we'll end with a wild what-if that could rewrite medicine itself. Buckle up, because nerves aren't weakness. They're superpowers on overdrive. Start with the moment everything flips. You're 10 years old, standing on the high dive. The pool below looks miles away. Your knees knock, your mouth dries, and suddenly the world narrows to the thud in your chest. That thud, it's your amygdala, a tiny almond-shaped nugget deep in your brain, slamming the panic button. In less than a 1/12 of a second, it hijacks your body. Adrenaline floods your bloodstream, glucose spikes for instant energy, and your pupils blow wide to drink in every detail. You're not scared. You're a hunter-gatherer facing a saber-tooth, even if the only predator is a judgmental lifeguard. But why does the body betray us in safe moments? Blame evolution's lazy copy-paste. The same circuit that once spotted rustling grass now misfires at spreadsheets. A 2025 study from the Max Planck Institute tracked 30,000 people across 6 continents and found the nervous system still treats social rejection like physical danger. Heart rate jumps the same, whether a lion charges or your crush leaves you on read. The data is brutal. Our brains haven't caught up to modern life, and every awkward silence feels like exile from the tribe, because exile once meant death. Zoom closer. Inside your skull, 1 billion neurons chatter in chemical code. When stress hits, the hypothalamus screams battle stations down the HPA axis, a 3-step relay that ends with cortisol pouring from your adrenal glands. Too much cortisol and you're wired, jittery, sleepless. Too little and you freeze like a deer in headlights. Balance is everything. Yet a fresh World Health Organization snapshot says 70% of adults now live in chronic low-grade fight or flight. That's not nerves. That's a society marinating in its own stress juice. Now meet the unsung hero hiding in plain sight, the vagus nerve. Picture a thick fiber optic cable running from brain to gut, carrying 65,000 messages a second. It's your built-in chill pill. Deep breathing, cold showers, even humming, all crank the vagus tone and slam the brakes on panic. Navy SEALs use a 4-second box breath to drop heart rates mid-firefight. Kindergarten teachers use the same trick to calm tantrums. Same biology, different stakes. A 2025 trial at Stanford wired volunteers to biofeedback screens and proved 4 minutes of slow breathing cuts cortisol by 23%. That's faster than most pills, and it's free. But nerves aren't just brain and body. They're electricity. Every heartbeat, every shiver, rides waves of sodium and potassium dancing across cell walls. When you're anxious, those waves speed up, turning a calm 70 beats per minute into a drum solo. Doctors now measure this chaos with wearable patches thinner than tattoos. A startup in Tel Aviv rolled out a sticker last month that predicts panic attacks 20 minutes early by spotting microtremors in heart rhythm. Imagine your watch whispering, "Hey, breathe now," before the spiral starts. That's not sci-fi. That's shipping next quarter. Let's humanize the hunt. Picture Dr. Maya Patel, a neuroscientist who stutters under pressure. She spent a decade mapping her own brain during speeches. Every time her voice cracked, fMRI scans lit up like fireworks in the fear center. Then she tried an experiment, virtual reality exposure. She stood on digital stages in front of thousands of avatars while electrodes nudged her amygdala with gentle pulses. 6 weeks later, her stutter vanished in real life. The trick: her brain rewired the fear pathway into a performance pathway. Maya's story blew up on X last week. 30 million views on a 30-second clip of her nailing a TED Talk without a single hitch. Commenters flooded in. "I tried the breathing. It actually works. That's science going viral." Shift to the gut, because your second brain lives downstairs. 100 million neurons line your intestines, outnumbering the ones in your spinal cord. They churn out 90% of your serotonin, the feel-good chemical Big Pharma bottles for $60 a pop. Feed them junk and they riot. Feed them fiber and fermented friends and they sing. A 2025 microbiome study from Cambridge followed twins for a year. The twin who ate 30 plants a week had half the anxiety markers of the ones stuck on beige food. Your poop literally predicts your mood. Drop in the comments, how many plants did you smash today? Now the cutting edge. Scientists in Kyoto grew mini brains in petri dishes, tiny grey blobs no bigger than lentils, and stressed them with chemical cocktails. The blobs sprouted extra fear circuits overnight. Then the team dialed in CRISPR and snipped the overgrowth. The mini brains calmed. Human trials start next spring. If it works, gene therapy could quiet lifelong anxiety with one injection. Skeptics howl about ethics, but a fresh FDA briefing greenlit the protocol after animal models showed zero side effects. The future is sprinting. Let's talk kids, because nerves hit early. A kindergarten in Finland cut recess tantrums by 40% with one tweak. Forest school. Kids roll in mud, chase squirrels, skin knees. Their cortisol dips. Attention spans triple. Nature isn't fluffy, it's medicine. Meanwhile, screen-addicted 8-year-olds show adult-level stress hormones. The gap is stark, and parents are listening. A viral X thread from a pediatrician last month racked up 200,000 reposts with a single graph. More green time, less meltdown. Flip to athletes, where nerves are currency. Olympic divers visualize every twist 1,000 times until muscle memory overrides fear. EEG caps show their brains enter a flow state where time slows. A 2025 paper from MIT clocked divers' heart rates dropping 10 beats the moment they leave the board. That's not bravery, that's mastery. You can borrow the trick. Next time you're nervous, close your eyes and replay success in slow motion. Your brain can't tell the difference between vivid imagination and reality, so you prime the pump for calm. But what about the dark side? Chronic nerves carve scars. Telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA, shorten with every panic attack. Shorter telomeres, shorter life. A longitudinal study tracking 50,000 nurses found the most anxious quartile aged biologically 7 years faster. The fix isn't grit, it's strategy. Sleep 8 hours, move 30 minutes, connect face-to-face, simple, not easy. A wellness app launched last week, gamifies the trio, and hit 1 million downloads in 4 days. People want tools, not lectures. Now the billion-dollar question, can we hack nerves entirely? Enter optogenetics, where scientists shine light on specific neurons to flip switches. In mice, they turned panic on and off like a lamp. Human brains are messier, but a trial in Switzerland starts next month using non-invasive infrared pulses through the skull. Early data hints at 28% anxiety reduction in treatment-resistant patients. If it scales, depression, PTSD, even phobias could crumble. The catch? Cost. One session runs 5 figures. Private equity smells blood. 3 venture rounds closed last quarter, totaling $900 million. Money accelerates miracles. Let's paint the near future. Year 2030. You slip on a lightweight headset before a first date. It reads microsweat's heart blips and whispers breathing cues through bone conduction. Your voice stays steady, your jokes land, and you walk away with a phone number instead of regrets. Schools mandate 5-minute Vegas resets between classes. Truancy drops 30%. Prisons pipe binaural beats into cells. Recidivism plunges. Sounds utopian, but every piece exists today in prototype now. The cinematic twist you've been waiting for. Imagine Dr. Patel, 10 years older, leading a team aboard the submersible nerve diver. They're not hunting fish. They're hunting the origin of fear itself. Deep in the Mariana Trench, where pressure crushes steel, bioluminescent microbes pulse in patterns that match human brainwaves. The microbes release a molecule that quiets rodent anxiety in lab tests. 1 gram could treat 1 million people. But the trench is collapsing from mining runoff. The team has 72 hours before the site is gone forever. Maya's hands shake on the joystick, not from fear but focus. Her stutter is long gone, but the stakes are primal. The robotic arm snags the final sample as the hull groans. Alarms blare. A crack spiders across the viewport. In the final second, she triggers the emergency ballast. The sub rockets upward, sample clutched like Excalibur. Back on deck, the molecule crystallizes into a shimmering blue powder. Clinical trials launch within weeks. Anxiety disorders plummet globally by 40% in 5 years. The trench is lost, But humanity gains a new baseline of calm. And it all started with a kid afraid of the high dive. That's the power of understanding nerves, not fighting them, but dancing with them. Every flutter in your gut is a postcard from your ancestors saying, "We survived, now thrive." Next time you feel the rush, don't curse it, thank it. Then breathe, box style, for in, for hold, for out, for hold, and watch the storm pass in 90 seconds flat. This changed how I see the world. Nerves aren't the enemy, ignorance is. The more we map the wiring, the freer we become. Smash subscribe for more dives into the impossible. Comment your wildest nerve hack below, and share this with your adventure squad, because the mind's calling, and who knows what superpowers you'll unlock next.